Welcome everyone to a Tuesday edition of the Allen Powell Show. Got a locked and loaded show for you tonight. A lot of things going on in the sports world. Man, we got March Madness, Sweet 16. We are down to the Sweet 16, both in the men's and women's. Mario Chalmers has some stuff to say about LeBron. I want to know y'all thoughts about that. I had some bad customer service that I want to talk about. I got a day in the life of Al. I haven't had that in a while. Takashi 6ix9ine getting thrown out of the WBC. So we got a lot to discuss, man. We about to get this thing going, and let's get ready to lock and load, people.
Load, Allen Powell. It's the Allen Powell Show. Where we lock and load. Come on. It's the Allen Powell Show. Where we lock and load. Come on. It's the Allen Powell Show. Where we lock and load. It's the Allen Powell Show. Where we lock and load. Come on.
Thank y'all for tuning in once again to a Tuesday edition of the Allen Powell Show. We got Smitty checking in on YouTube. Thanks for checking in. Bear down. Yes, all day. And with all this different sports to talk about, I had to bring on my main man. Is in the building, Victor Lebron. Thank you for showing up, my brother.
Hey, what's going on, man?
We good. You sounded kind of echoey. I don't know what's going on over there. I don't know if can you hear me well over there?
Yeah, I can hear you good. Can you hear me now? My bad.
It's just a little different. Yeah, it's like a little echoey, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but maybe I wonder if the people can hear you clear. But I can hear you clear. It's just different. It's not it's not like clear cut.
Kind of like, oh, okay, I'm downstairs because somebody like I don't maybe because I'm downstairs. I don't know.
Got it. Yeah, that might be it. But it's all good. We're gonna make it do what it do, man. Listen, let's get right into the show, man. I want to talk about this WBC Championship, the baseball going on right now. I was just watching USA versus Japan, and man, the excitement that's going on with the WBC is something different, man. I don't know why it's so exciting, but these guys are talking about this more than they talk about the All-Star game and more than they talk about the World Series. Like these guys, they talking about this is the best fun they ever had in their career. And I know a lot of them ain't made it to the World Series, but some of them have. And they still talking like, yo, this is the best fun we ever had. Is
Yeah.
no country that much bigger than playing for the All-Star game or a World Series?
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Is it big? Is it bigger than the All-Star game? I know it's bigger than the All-Star game, but what about the World Series? Is the WBC Championship the World Baseball Classic? Is it bigger than the World Series?
It's bigger globally. Yeah, absolutely. Because you have some guys in the WBC that don't play in the MLB, don't get their chance. And you got some good players over there, good guys. Dominican has their own team. You know, a lot of these guys come to the States. Some of them don't. Some of them get a chance to play in these classics. Some young guys in minor leagues, you know what I'm saying, from different countries get to show who they are. And it's a little different. It exposes more people to the game, more countries,
right.
Worldwide, nationally.
So do you think the players like that too? Like that? Is it like playing for your country? Is it bigger than the World Series though?
I mean, globally, yeah, because it has more participants.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like for the players. Do you think that the players look at it bigger than the World Series?
I wouldn't say bigger than the World Series, but they look at it the competition wise, like, yeah, we gotta bring our A game. That's all. It's just like different, like they real A game. Like this the best of the world, not just the US. This is the best of the world.
Everybody that's tuning in, thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all make sure y'all set it live. Y'all people can see it. I know that baseball is not the most popular, but when I tell you people are excited about the WBC, I'm talking at least the fans and the players that's playing in it. I don't know how many people are watching it. This is actually my first game that I sat down and watched, but I've been looking at all the highlights. Right now we got the USA going against Japan. Mike Trout, Shohei Ohtani, on the same team in the major league, but they're going against each other. Two of the biggest stars in the MLB. And right now, USA is down 3-1 last time I checked in the fifth inning. And these guys from Japan, like, I don't know if all of these players got a team, but these guys can play. Like I know Shohei, but the guy I was just watching on the mound was throwing 97 and just struck Mike Trout out.
Yeah.
So, let me ask you this though. So during the WBC, it's been players that's been getting injured. Jose Altuve got injured. The Mets closer got injured. He's probably going to miss the season. And then I look at it today. Rob Manfred is saying, "Yo, I want more big name pitchers in the WBC." It seems like they're trying to expand the game. But if you're an owner, how do you feel about your number one closer getting injured for the season, and you paying them money? Hey, look, they money guaranteed.
Right. Of course, as the owner, you don't like it. You know that. Of course, as the owner, you don't like exposing your guys to injuries when they're not pitching for you.
Right.
When they're not pitching for your team, not pitching for their money. You know what I'm saying? The money that you're paying, they're not doing their job for you. So yeah, the owners ain't gonna like that. I get what baseball's trying to do, but the owners ain't gonna like that.
So if I'm an owner, I'm like, yo, y'all gonna have to compensate me or something. I'm not about to let my product go play in another country for free, and then you get injured over there, and now you can't perform for a contract that I just paid you.
But that's the only thing about it. It's like optional for guys. Like people don't know that. Like it's like optional. These guys want to play in the World Baseball Classic, so they do it. Like nobody can be forced to do it.
Right. But do you think the owners can make some type of rule where they not allowing players to go play over there? Do you think it could be negotiated?
Man, that's a tricky situation, man. I don't think the union would allow it. So no, I don't think the owners would be able to make no rule like that. I don't think the MLB union, players union, would agree to that. They already can do what they want under this contract right now. You know, so they they wouldn't agree to it. Before something like that happened, they'll strike again.
If you are owner, put your owner hat on for me for a minute. If you are owner, do you just throw your hands up like, oh, this is just part of the process? I'm just gonna have to eat these millions that I'm losing, that I'm paying this closer?
That's what it seems like.
That's crazy.
That's what it seems like. That's what it seems like.
And I know these owners got a lot of money, but I can't just eat millions. I just can't. I have to pay you guaranteed money when you got injured playing in another country.
Yeah, that ain't right. It's not right.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's not right.
Another story I want to get to. So Tekashi 6ix9ine went to one of these WBC games. He got kicked out. And listen, I know Tekashi has been in the news for all types of different stuff, but the story is he was getting all drunk. He started talking crazy to the fans, and then he got kicked out. I'm like, yo, I got a few questions I gotta ask. Do you think the people that threw him out to security, do you think they knew who he was? Like, did they know he was a celebrity, or they just kicked him out because he was just drunk and he just was out of control?
I think probably just he was drunk and out of control, man. Ain't nobody know who dude is, man. But I just think they probably knew who he was, but still, that probably didn't matter to him with him being out of his body. Like, they don't play that over there, man. They don't care who you are, bro.
Right.
They don't care who you are over there. But you're just another person to them over there.
And I tell you one thing, he better watch out, man. I know he been in the news for he's a rapper, and he think he in that atmosphere. But baseball fans are different. You know what I mean? And you get alcohol, then if you see in this picture, this guy's giving him 2 fingers, and I guarantee you, like these people are different. They ran Barkley out of town.
Well, you know why this guy act like that, man? He walk around with so many bodyguards and all that, you know what I'm saying? So that's the type of stuff he pulled. This guy here, this is like, ain't even a shock to me. Like, people tell me about this clown. So it's like, it's not even a shock to me, bro.
I was shocked that this is the first time that I seen a celebrity at a WBC game. Let alone a baseball game. I think the only time celebrities probably come to World Series games, to MLB games, is the World Series. I was shocked to see a celebrity there in the first place. Were you shocked to see that?
No, not really, man. I mean, celebrities like retired baseball players and retired athletes, soccer players and different celebrities and things like that, they follow baseball over there. Like I said, like especially among the Latin the Latin crowd, the
Right.
Latin descent. So
Right.
it's huge. You know what I'm saying? It's huge. Every Dominican, Venezuelan, they baseball. They had their academies over there. Man, kids start playing to pick up that baseball 5, 6 years old over there.
I guess I was shocked to see a rapper there, right? An artist at the WBC game. But Takashi is Mexican, so he was representing his Mexican descent, his Mexican team, and he was waving that flag in them Puerto Ricans' face, and that, man, listen, he better be careful, especially with that alcohol there. But I am very. I was actually into this WBC game, and I was watching I was watching to the very last minute where I had to jump. I had to come over here. And Mike Trout struck out right before I came on. But man, that WBC game is lit, man. It's lit out there. Them fans are going crazy. And so
Yeah, man. Mexico messed up when they didn't pitch outside.
yeah.
Yeah, lad. Yeah.
And it's a lot of great players that, like you say, from all over Dominican Republic, Mexico, Cuba. Like it's all types of players that are representing.
Japan.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's good, man. That's good. So that game is going on right now. Last time I checked, U.S. was down by 2. Hopefully they can come back, but we'll see what happens with that game. And everybody is hoping for a Shohei Ohtani against Mike Trout in the end, But I think this is good for MLB though, because they behind football, behind basketball, and if they get more superstars to attend, I mean to participate, I think it could really help the game.
Definitely.
I want to move on, man, to some basketball news, man. Mario Chalmers has some stuff to say about LeBron, and I want to know, is it legit what he's saying, or is some hate going on? So he says nobody fears Bron. I don't know why. I've seen people scared when they line up against him, but they're not scared thinking about that matchup. Now, if you read that comment, it don't sound like complete hate. You know what I'm saying? He said, I've seen people scared when they line up against him, but if you listen to the full quote, I think he's comparing him to Jordan, and they just talk about the stories of how Jordan had fear in people. Like people was just the stories that they had of being scared of Jordan. And I believe that it's validity to what he's saying. Like I believe people come, no matter who they are in the NBA, they come at LeBron. You know what I'm saying? It's not no fear factor when it comes to LeBron James. I think he was telling the truth. Some people say, "Oh man, who is Mario Chalmers to say? Oh, he just mad because LeBron used to chew him out." You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the other. But I think both can be true. What do you think about this whole thing?
I mean, I think it's true, man. He played with him. That was his teammate for a long time. So he's just saying what he feels, man. So I don't think guys are fear of LeBron either. I don't. I just don't. There's no knock at. There's no knock. That's not a knock at his greatness for me. To me, I don't look at it as a knock at his greatness. Guy, he still won. He still won some things. He's still accomplished. He's still accomplished.
Right.
So therefore, it don't matter whether people fear him or not. But no, people didn't know, man. He got people get up for him. Saying he had to honestly, he had figured the Warriors out without KD.
Right.
Honestly, he had figured them out. Him and Kyrie, they had figured them out. So they went to go get KD over there in the Warriors.
Right.
It was different. They're like, we ain't fear LeBron. But, you know what I'm saying? But that's the fear. You know what I'm saying? They had to go out and get a guy like KD.
That's true.
That's the fear factor. That's a fear factor because LeBron figured y'all out.
Yeah. We got Kevin Bradley checking in on Facebook, says, I have mixed feelings about that. I believe he might be talking about the baseball because he's big into baseball. So I would love to hear your mixed feelings. What are the mixed feelings about? Here we go. He says, I think WBC shows just how divided we are as a country and how small of a presence we as Black Americans have in the majors.
That is true.
That's very interesting. That's a very interesting. I like that comment. It's not a lot of black people on a WBC. Mookie Betts is the only person that I can think about off the top of my head.
Yeah, I mean, really as a whole though, man. I mean, it's been this way for a while, man. I mean, MLB is like dominated by more Spanish, Latin, and white players. I mean, blacks and white. I mean, it's that way just because honestly, a lot of parents don't push their kids to stick with baseball. They'll stick with it for a while. It get boring. They figure they got athleticism, and they lean more towards football or basketball.
Right. And let me ask you this: do you think it's a deeper problem as far as us getting out there playing the sport like it used to be back in the day? Little leagues and things of that nature. Like, do you like? I feel like baseball fields are not even kept up like they used to be. You know what I mean? So it's not a lot of baseball being pushed in the local community. What do you think about that?
That's true. I mean, the last time I remember having a little league was like 20 years ago. Like me and my brother, we had a team over in Wrightwood Park. We coached my son and my nephew for like 2 years in a row. They went on to both play football and baseball all through high school. My son even played college trial.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm a big baseball fan, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of my friends weren't. A lot of my friends, they play basketball. They went on some of them played in the NBA, like Juwan Howard, you know what I'm saying? Guys I know I grew up with, like, some of them gravitate to other sports.
Right.
You know?
Can you think of any other player besides Mookie Betts that's black on the USA squad?
No, that's it.
Wow.
Yeah, that is it.
Wow.
That's it.
That's crazy. And you think like even the other countries, Cuban, Dominican Republic, if we look at them, everybody else will look at them as black, but they plan for the other countries, so they, we don't have no more representation.
You have to respect their choice of their ethnicity. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's a great comment, Kevin Bradley. He's one of the guys that's actually bringing Little League baseball to Northwest Indiana, and they doing a great job, man. So at least he's doing something about the problem. He's trying to get it out there.
Man, that's kudos. Now, that's kudos. They doing something out there in Indiana, man, because there are a few spots up here in Illinois, but nothing like it used to be. Like, man, when I was coming up, there were every baseball diamond. You had T-ball, you had a little bit advanced T-ball like Pony League, then you had Little League. You actually had 3 different leagues where kids can play baseball. Like Jackie Robinson West, I know people ever heard of that. It was very popular when I was coming up.
Yeah.
None of that stuff. None of that anymore, man. Like nothing. Kids like they have to play in high school for the most part and traveling teams and stuff like that with baseball. And they got to get the proper coaching too.
Yeah. Kevin Bradley said there's 2 more players, I believe, but I can't recall their name. So maybe it's 2.
Did they go back? Or did they participate? I haven't saw them.
Yeah, now I'm curious. I'm gonna have to look it up when I get a chance.
Yeah.
That's a great comment, man. I want to get back to more sports news. March Madness is going on. We down to the Sweet 16. It's been crazy. 2 number 1s out in the men's. I believe 1 number 1 out in the women's. I feel like this is one of the most times I've seen upsets in a long time. Like I feel like it's been a lot of upsets. But what's the one take you got from watching the March Madness so far?
Bro, from watching college basketball from the beginning of the season till now, I've always said there's so much parity. There's not much difference in the tournament between the number 1 team in the country and the number 25 team in the country. It's a very small, thin line between those 2 teams. There's so much parity in college basketball, bro, and that's what it is. I knew it was going to be ridiculous, and I called Purdue getting exposed just for one reason. They hyping up that big dude, but they really had nobody in the Big Ten that would consistently do what they do to the big man nowadays and kill him out the games, put him in pick and roll.
Yeah.
And that's how Purdue got beat.
Yeah.
And that's how guys like him and Kofi Coburn that played for Illinois last year, well, they are like a dying breed when it comes to the NBA. Like big men still dominant in college, but they're a dying breed when it comes to like up tempo and playing championship level basketball. Now, unless you Joel Embiid or Jokic or a few other guys who there, like for the most part, man, the big man is dying, and that's what happened. Yeah, to me, bro, like I said, parity. It's a lot of parity. That's what it was. Like to me, there was no clear cut. Like after Arkansas beat Illinois, I knew they had a good chance at beating Kansas because of that physicality, man. They bring like when the physical teams and guard play is what win in the tournament. It's not the dominant big men. It's the physicality, and you got to have good guards. So the history of the NCAA tournament will tell you, great guard play win championships.
This is the first time that I seen. I think no, North Carolina was there preseason #1, didn't even make the tournament.
Nope, didn't even make the tournament.
Crazy. And then the craziness even continues. Eric Musselman, the coach of the Arkansas, he's celebrating. He ripped his shirt.
Bro, he was fired up. He came in an underdog in 2 straight games, and he only Sweet 16. So he got fired up. He was having the ball. Yeah, bro. I ain't mad at it, man. Enjoy it, baby. Enjoy the ride.
Have you ever seen a coach celebrate like this, ripping the shirt off like this, and celebrating with the crowd like this?
Nah, not really. I can't. I probably have, but I can't even remember right now. Honestly, it's been a while. If I did, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's definitely crazy. I ain't never seen it, but like you say, shout out to them, man. They doing their thing. Out of the remaining 16 teams, man, and I think like I said, the women's got theirs going on. They down to the Sweet 16 as well. Who do you have winning left out of the Sweet 16? Who you got finishing the deal?
Man, bro, I haven't even really looked at the matchups. I know who the teams are, but I don't know who's playing who yet. So, what I'm saying, I didn't really get a chance to. But out of all the teams left, though, bro, I like Michigan State, man. They playing some good inspired ball right now, bro. I like the way they're playing.
Okay.
Wouldn't surprise me if they take it this year. I'm always, even though I don't really like Michigan State to school, I do like their coach, Tom Izzo. Always been a great coach. Always.
Yeah, I like Tom.
Great recruiter, great coach.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna roll with Alabama. I believe they still in. I like the squad, man. Yeah. Brandon Miller, even though with the off the court stuff, man, they still
they look good, man.
Also on the women's side, man, I'm rolling with Dawn Staley. I always loved her as a player.
That's obvious, bro. It's obvious. That goes without saying. That team is just that team, bro.
No doubt. Lou Gibbs checking in on Facebook.
What up, Lou?
Yeah, appreciate you checking in. Also, I want to get to another story, man. The actual story is my story. So I haven't had a day in the life of Al in a while. For people who just checking in, I give little scenarios, different things that I go through throughout the week. If I can remember them, if I think it's off the chain, funny, or just out of control, like I share it. So me and the wife was out trying to get some breakfast, and we went to a restaurant. I'm not gonna say their name. We should not have been there in the first place. We said we was done with that place, but she gave it another chance. And we went there, man, and the service was terrible. Like we put in an order, 2 or 3 couples sat in after us and got their food first. And so I'm looking around. I'm like, yo, the manager come out like, yo, we put in our order. All these other people getting their orders first. And he goes to say, oh well, I don't know. But we do got 3 different cooks and we got 3 different areas. I don't want to hear that. I don't care nothing about your 3 different cooks or none of that. And so my wife like, okay, she don't want to hear it. I want to hear the story because I actually want to hear the reason why we're not getting our food. And so I hear it. And then right after he says that, our food comes out. Food comes out, and I'm looking at it, and I'm not satisfied with even the way it looked. So I said, no, we're not eating this. We're not eating this. I didn't like the waitress, and I didn't like the manager's response. And so I said, you know what? I'll pay for the drinks, but I'm not paying for this food. We haven't ate anything. I'm out. We gets up and we walked out. He said, oh, no bill. Don't worry about it. No bill. We walks out. And so my question is, when is the last time you had some bad customer service, if you can remember? And then when you had the bad customer service, what did you do?
Man, it's probably been about 9-10 years.
Wow.
I was in Tennessee.
Okay.
I was on my way traveling, and so me and my wife and the kids, we stopped for some breakfast. So we go in this place, we sit down, we sitting there, we waiting for a minute. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That 15, 20 minutes come by, somebody come. We go order the food, another 30 minutes of food ain't there. We didn't even say nothing to the manager, nothing, man. We got up and left.
Yeah.
Same thing you did. We didn't even say nothing to nobody. We just like, you know what? They can finish cooking that. We going to get in the car. We gone. We drove down a little further and just grabbed something real quick and just went on our way.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I just feel like in 2023, I feel like customer service just went down the drain. Like, I'm a real stickler about customer service, and I feel like it's been bad for majority of the time. And when I see good customer service, I make it out my way to let somebody know because I see so much bad customer service. Do you feel like customer service is going down, like, or do you feel like you still get pretty good customer service?
man, it's kind of like, what do you consider really like bad customer service? I guess man, folks have grown so used to certain things, it's like whatever. But yeah, man. I mean, people always have attitudes, man. Don't like their jobs, take it out on other people. You know, that's the way of the world, man. You know, upset and miserable with themselves, and saying take it out at work, and don't know how to take their frustrations, or don't know how to, be professional.
Right.
Lack of professionalism is definitely out here. I'll put it that way. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I mean, and
Yeah.
I remember used to be the customer's always right. If something wrong,
Always right. It should still be that way. It should still be that way.
right. But I think for whatever reason, like you say, people might not like their job, so they mad, they take it out on us, or I don't know what it is, but I you know what? And I also think that people might not be getting trained correctly, or they not doing due diligence on getting the right people to represent their company. Because I mean, like, these people that are walking around in these different establishments are out of control. Like, you work for me. Like, I'm in your establishment. You supposed to provide service for me. So if it's something wrong and I point it out to you, you don't get an attitude with me. You find out how to fix it. What? You don't tell me, oh, it is what it is. No.
Yeah, that's the last thing you tell me.
Right.
Yeah, that's the last thing you tell me. It is what it is. Because now I went from having a good time coming in here, about to have a cocktail or two, about to eat, tip good, to having an attitude now. Now I got an attitude.
Yeah.
So now we got a problem. Now we're going to be able to stand on here.
Right.
I should have to. When I'm here at your establishment, to help you stay in business. I'm here to help you stay in business.
Hey, Luke Gibbs said, man, we live in a time where we don't give a blank.
Where people don't. He said, well, people don't give a.
People don't give a blank. Hey,
yeah.
He got a point.
He definitely got a point. Like, man, that's my boy. This my buddy, man. Like, we grew up together, man. And him and I went out to this place, and it was an experience. The only good thing about it was we met Curtis Blow.
Yeah.
But the customer service at this place was terrible.
What is going on? Like,
but customer service was terrible. Like, they overcharged us for some stuff. Right. No, thank you. Like, it was crazy, bro. It was ridiculous, bro.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, people not valuing jobs no more, or or maybe they don't care if they lose their job, or they don't care about satisfying the customer. Like, people used to take pride, in giving good service.
And then they hire anybody to be the manager, though, man. When I look at some of the people, like, yeah, you want to talk to the manager, and there's no disrespect to nobody, but some dude walk up with skinny jeans and super long fake hair, not even his real hair, not even real long, like fake hair. I'm like, oh, here we go. Not trying to classify anybody, but I just see these young guys in this position of authority so early nowadays, man, that where it is, people, they haven't experienced enough to learn how to deal with it. Like you said, customer service skills aren't being taught the right way because they had so many people so young. Yeah. Like the manager at McDonald's, when I went there one day, man, had to be like 21. The manager.
Right. That's right.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I ain't mad at them, if they did a good job to get up there, but at the same time, like, they so young, like, have you experienced or did put in enough work, or just know the ins and outs of being a manager? Like, man, the customer service is bad. Then the managers come in and they horrible too. Like, yo, I don't know, man. But that was just the experience I had, man. I just felt like I had to share. Like, is it only me? Is other people going through bad customer service the way I feel like it? But it's pretty bad out here, bro.
It happened to you a few times lately?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, it happens more than not. And so, like I say, when I see good customer service, oh, thank you. You was great. Like, I have to say that because keep it up. Hope I get more of it. But it's bad out here. It's bad out here. But, yeah, man. Hey, my come to church scripture today is Ephesians 5:25. I chose this scripture is because I was doing some reading yesterday and like a light bulb went off for me. It say, husbands, love your wives just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her to make her holy. Now, a lot of people have seen this scripture plenty of times. Husbands, love your wives just as Christ loved the church. And that's good to hear and to try to achieve. But what I found out is, do people actually know how to love their wives in the marriage in a sense? Like, because I feel like it's not, I put it like this. I got convicted myself because I feel like I know more of other things more than I know how to be in a marriage or know my wife in a sense. Now, do I know my wife? Yes. But can I know more? Yes. Can I know how to do better in terms of in a marriage? How do you do that? So I'm reading this book called Love and Marriage, and this is the point that he made. People will go years investing time in college to get a career, get a degree, and get a career on a sense of this is going to make my life better. But do they spend that type of time in their marriage? And if I can be completely honest, like even though I've been married for 16 years, have I read books on being married or read books on dealing with a wife or anything? I haven't.
Yes, you have.
I don't
Yes,
think
you have.
I don't think I'm a horrible husband, but I think I can do more. I can do better. And so I just said, man, if I'm doing all this work for other stuff, whether it be school, whether it be this show, research, doing all that, why won't I put that time in to learn about being married or about my wife?
But I had to correct you, sir. Again, you read a book a lot that teach you how to be a great husband.
Yeah.
You quote scriptures from it every week.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the greatest book ever you can read about being a husband. Everything you need to know about being a husband is in there, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is. It is.
Yeah, it is. It is. But I guess in the Bible.
So you're looking more so the sense of like words from other people and see how they've dealt with it and just see like, you know what I'm saying, what are you doing differently or what could you just do better? Like a comparison.
I just it's just like, so the analogy I just gave, that just broke it down to a whole nother level. Like that part is not in the Bible. It don't tell you, hey, study this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It say stuff in different ways, but sometimes when you hear from a different perspective, it click different. It hit different. And so like, I'm like, I need to do more. So I encourage the husbands, man, if you haven't spent as much time as you spent on your hobbies, your career, and all that stuff, if you want a successful marriage, he says the only way to be successful in anything is to get knowledge about it. To get knowledge about it. Like it sounds simple, but I would ask people out there, and it's not just for husbands. I put it like this. This is just my opinion. I don't have scripture to back what I'm about to say up, but this is my opinion. Your number one priority in life is your relationship with God and Jesus, because that deals with your life on earth, and that deals with your eternity, right? The next priority should be your spouse, because you signed up to be a husband or a wife. So that means you're supposed to put your second best effort or energy into your marriage, your spouse, finding out about that, learning about that. Then after that comes your career. Well, if you got kids, your kids, then career, then hobbies. But I just feel like we've been doing stuff backwards. Just my opinion. That's just what came in my mind. God, Jesus, because that deals with this life and your eternity. So that comes before even your wife, because you just with your wife on this earth till death do you part. But I believe, and for all the believers that believe that even after you die, you go to an eternal place. That means God and Jesus is an issue, is something to think about. But like I say, after that, you signed a letter says I will do this, that, and the other to death do us part. So that means if you're gonna do this for death do you part, I would think that you will want to put a lot of time and effort into try to make this the best situation ever. Just my opinion. Just my opinion.
Man, I could agree with that.
So yeah, Ephesians 5:25, husbands, love your wife just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her. I'm still working on things myself, but it was just a light bulb moment for me. So I look
Yeah. Yeah, I've been married 21 years, bro, and I learn new stuff about my wife every year. Like that's just it's growing together, bro. You're gonna learn different things, bro. Like trust it. About to be 22 this year. So yeah.
Congratulations, brother. And like you say, you continue to learn because stuff change. You know what I'm saying? Mindsets change, taste buds change. So it's always something new going on. And so when people think,
then as a woman, when she goes through her changes and different things, as she, gets a little older, as men, we have to pay attention and see, you know what I'm saying, and watch things. That's all, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, yeah. Exactly. That's a big change.
Exactly. And so that's like hey, that's a learning. Learn your wife all over again. Learn it all over again. And it actually keeps it kind of fresh. You know what I'm saying? It keeps it fresh because now you on to the next thing. You on to something different. But that was just a little thing that came up with me, man, and light bulb moment for me. Maybe it wasn't for nobody else, maybe it's just for me, but maybe it can help somebody. So I just bring it to y'all how I get it. But with all that being said, man, brother, thank you for joining once again. You know what I'm saying? And basketball season coming down the stretch, so we about to get into it's only like 10 games left, playoffs coming. Opening day for MLB is coming. The NFL draft is coming. So please be expecting some more great shows coming. So we about to get up out of here.
Peace.
I'll see y'all next week. We out.
Peace.
Hello, Alan Pass.